Okay, it's a Saturday afternoon. Sorry for the glare, but you know, it's a rare midday update. Just fed some flakes. So my little yellow Watchman Goby has moved to the front side of the rock here because the diamond Goby that I brought up last night from QT is taking over the back side of the rock. Hey buddy. We got busy overnight. Moved a lot of gravel and made ourselves a little tunnel. I think that's all good. So this fish has been getting fed through the grate up and back because 2 weeks ago I went to open the lid to feed and the little sucker went right up over my shoulder here onto the floor. Just popped right over the top of me. So it's a jumper for sure. Hopefully it won't jump out of the tank upstairs. So end of the week, maybe Sunday, Monday, somewhere in there, we'll get up to full salinity here. We're coming out of hypo, and then we'll let him sit for a couple of days in regular salinity, and then upstairs. Okay, we're back up to full salinity, and we've continued to dig and move sand around. He's in there. If I can even zoom in and see him. I guess you're happy. We'll see. Going to observe him for another day or two before I bring him up. Probably not till the weekend, so he gets another few days down here. So we'll see. Hopefully they can live in harmony together. Everybody else seems to be doing fine, with the exception of my green chromis. Yeah, I found him the other day. I think it was just stress. He was continually getting bullied by the clown here, and I don't think there's anything else. I don't see any issues with any of the rest of the fish. So it's pretty much just him. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Huh? What's going on? Yeah, you need to chill. You must chill. Like that. Look, move. Like that. See? Yeah, okay. All right, so back to what's going on over here. Corals are doing all right. The couple of acans I brought up seem to be doing okay. This sort of orangey one in here is, it's puffy and it's doing all right. It gets, seems to take food. The purple and green striped one back here seems to be doing well. Also, it's puffy and extending out. Everybody else is doing pretty well coral-wise. I've got a couple of things that are going on coral-wise that is worth noting. So these plating montes here, these were sort of green, and they've kind of browned out. I don't know if that's because of too much light, too little light. Not enough flow is the last thing that I have to try to rectify. So we'll see if that makes any difference with them. I got another PP15 set up here. I had two way back in January time frame when I went out of the country for a couple of weeks for work, and one of them just totally died on me. I've taken it apart and it's pretty much totally dead. So finally got around to getting another one, and I think maybe flow is one of the things that's going on. This big plating Monty is it's kind of, for the last couple of weeks, it's been showing sort of white on the ridges here. You might call it purple if you looked at it under the right light. So maybe that's good. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be slowing in terms of growth at all, so it seems to be doing okay. There's another chunk of that green plating Monty, so that actually looks more green than the other pieces, so it's clearly getting more light up there, so maybe it is a lack of light that's going on. This other plating Monty is doing well. It looks like it's kind of fused off on the rock on the side, which is good. But that's about it. Everything else is doing well. My Euphilia are not nearly as extended as they were when I only had one wave maker in here. The second wave maker definitely throws a lot more water around, and they're a little less extended, but I think that's all okay. I don't see any real stress. The Mystic Sunset Monty back here is almost off the little chunk of rock that I had it on as I brought it up. So it's expanding. We'll see how well it continues to do. It's clearly getting more light than just about anything else because it's up near the top here. Finally got this piece glued back on, and I haven't really seen a lot of difference there. But anyway, I wanted to show what was going on really in terms of the Goby cohabitation that's happening over in the corner. It's about all that's going on. Let me do a quick update from the basement too. From the basement, QT is officially empty. I'm gonna drain that down. Actually, I'm home today. My wife's out shopping, and I'm gonna have a squirrel afternoon down here. I'm gonna do some stuff that I haven't done for a while. So one of the things on the list is to drain off the QT, clean out everything there. I'm gonna go for a while without buying a new fish and starting up the QT. We've got vacations coming over the summer, and I don't need to have a house sitter deal with QT. So that's about it. Filtration wise, I've got some things to do over here squirrel wise. I'm out of alk. I need to mix up more of that. I could probably stand to do some cleaning over here. Of interest, I don't know if, can I capture it? Yeah, you can kind of see I've actually got leaves on one of the plants here. The others have all pretty much died, but so I'm spraying that guy down and getting things going. I still want to put some more macro in here to work better with the system. Interesting, I've tossed a couple of little shards of Kenya tree that have come off. I've just tossed them in here, and they've grown in the frag tank here. I guess that stuff will grow pretty much under any light, but we'll see how things go. Look at that, we got a nice bristler coming out of the rocks. I wonder if bristleworms eat macroalgae. I'm assuming some of those other things on the macro are eating it as well. Maybe the stuff is growing and it's staying there. So that's about it. I've got some acans I picked up from a local reefer that are pretty fat and happy here. I'm gonna put them on some either rock or I've got some flat sort of plug-like things. They're not plugs, but they're just discs that I may be able to move them onto. So I'm gonna put those on there. The second one in is not an acan. I can't remember what he called it, but he said it was much slower growing. But I love the color. It's a little more orangey than pink. There you can see the green plating Monty down here. So it's definitely green under the lights here. So I got this Montipora setosa a week or two ago from a new store that, well, it's not new, it's new to me. Interesting place. It's a reef farm, so they grow corals out in a greenhouse. Sounds similar to Tidal Gardens, but it's a local place here in the Raleigh area. They do exchanges as well, so that was one of the interesting things. Is they actually will they really want you to bring in coral that you've grown out yourself at home. So some of these other frags I will probably take over to them, to the point that they actually they have a special area of coral that they will only sell to people who have either purchased a VIP membership with them, and I don't know what that is, or who have brought in coral that day. So they're really benefiting people for bringing in coral, because they want to be able to, you know, support self-sustaining corals in the hobby. They said actually they were always looking for Euphyllia, so maybe a couple of these will go over. I want to see if I can get them to split heads down here before I do that. Maybe I could frag them and split them, grow them out a little bit more. But that's kind of what's going on. As I said, I'm going to have a squirrel day. I brought down these brown pallies, and they're greening up a little down here, which again tells me that I've got better lighting down here than I have upstairs. Not a surprise, I know that. But I will, maybe I'll film stuff as I squirrel today, and I'll post a second video. It's been quite a while since I posted stuff, so maybe it's a week for multiple postings. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to see more in this series.